especially coming to the business circle, how to go about it. Uh, I'm seeing many a businessmen, especially in our country, India, which I could not find this morning at 2:30 a.m. in the Latin American countries where I just conducted one business session, and then in the morning around say 9:30 when I conducted a program at Chennai, and now here in Hyderabad. Uh, the people, the participants, especially in the Chennai program, and so far in the past 2 to 3 months, when I am encountering a lot of business people, I am seeing the Indian business people like crying babies. Why are they crying? I am able to understand their new situation, fine, but that doesn't mean that the business cannot be just uh, hanging around on their heads or neck because of the new situation. They have to show their leadership and come out of that. Now, for that, that business correction is required. And I believe uh, the organizers of this program has rightly admitted that, okay, fine, we will have a business correction program. And here I am before you. Whatever the knowledge that I have shared across in the world in the past few months, I'm just trying to share again here with very enterprising business people who are able to listen to my talk. Well, we have done the business before COVID-19, and we are currently doing business during COVID-19, and we may have to do the business after COVID-19. These are the three phases that what we are, businessman is currently up to. We know very well that how to run a business before COVID-19, which is a normal thing. But how to run a business during COVID-19 is a new normal thing. And how to run a business after COVID-19, nobody knows. In that kind of a situation, since the past we already know, the future nobody is able to predict, why can't we analyze the present? That's the situation. So during COVID-19, how to run a business? Well, the business which is done during COVID-19 cannot be a comparative yardstick with the style or the methodology of the business that what we were doing before COVID-19, because it will clash. The reason, before COVID-19 attack on the humanity, the business we are saying as normal, and during COVID-19 it is called as new normal, and there is a difference, definite difference. And that difference, how to understand and then apply to our own business so that we engage ourselves as a successful businessman even during COVID-19. Now that's a question that what I am trying to answer in the next 30 minutes. Okay. Normal times before COVID-19, we always set a target, whether it is a turnover target or a profit target or a development target or a growth target, whichever target as you do it, and then try to achieve that target or surpass the target. If we have done that, fine enough, we are happy. If we have not done that, then we try to analyze that where exactly has gone wrong, in which area or in which portfolio, like that. Now that is a normal situation. What is the new normal situation? New normal situation is any businessman cannot set a target in this pandemic area. The reason, if we are able to set a target even in a pandemic situation, that means there is something abnormal inside us, because the pandemic situation itself explains that the situation is fluid without any predictions. And if you are not able to predict a particular course of action, there is no meaning to set a target. Even if you set the target, it will be meaningless. And only through experience, we will learn the hard lesson there. So we have to wake up for that. We have to wake up in the sense we have to correct it out there. So how to run a business? during COVID-19 situation. We have to blindly follow the path. Whatever we were doing, we just have to do, continue to do. That's it. If we are having customers, fine enough. If we are finding hard to find customers, our energy and focus should be towards finding the customers. If we are finding some financial difficulties, fine, our focus should shift to the financial difficulty redressals. Like that, we need to continue the course of business that what we were doing even before COVID-19 situation. Don't bother or worry about targets, because the volume of business that what we are doing during COVID-19 situation, at the end of it, somewhere there will be an end. At the end of it, that becomes the target for the subsequent after COVID-19 situation business. Now, this is a big course correction in the business that what we have to employ as a businessman. So never set a target during COVID-19 situation, that is pandemic situation. Continue to do the business, continue to address the hiccups, and then that becomes a sum of a target just at the start of the post COVID-19 situation. This should be the style of a business person doing business. That's the first correction. Now, any businessman will have five parameters. One is they require a vision. The second is they require a skill set. The third is they require some incentives, say support from government and all that. The fourth is resources, adequate capital and other things. And the methodology, that what kind of a technology or what kind of a methods or what kind of a techniques that we have to run the business successfully. So these are the five different areas. I repeat: vision, skills, incentives, resources, and methodology. Putting all together to run a business is the normal situation, or the, say, finding a status quo in us. This is how we have done the business before the pandemic situation, and this is how we are trying to do the business during pandemic situation. Well, these five parameters cannot be compromised even if it is a pandemic situation. It has to continue. I started the session by saying why business people are just like crying babies, and I am able to find the answer or the logic behind their cry. Say, even the national president remarked during his talk that I am a lipstick businessman and I am finding it very hard to sell the lipstick with a mask on it. Well, that's a challenge. So how to overcome? We have to find out. One way out is, conduct some kind of a intense competition in having the lipstick to be displayed virtually. You continue to have your sale. You can find ways to come out of the situation. Like that, there are so many examples that we can quote across. But the business will run. It has to continue to run. That's it. Now, the five parameters, what a normal businessman has during the pandemic situation, there is every possibility the business person can lose one parameter out of the five or more than that. Now, in that kind of a situation, how to understand our own business? Don't get panicky or don't get confused too much or don't get stressed too much that this is the end of my business. This is the end of my role as a businessman. What to do in the future? Don't worry about all those things. Let us see how we can go about it. Out of the five parameters, say during pandemic situation, we lost the vision of how to develop the business, how to run the business, how to grow the business, how to make our business profitable or reach the customers, so on and so forth. There is no vision. So the remaining four parameters, what are remaining are the skills, the incentives, the resources, and the methodology. Now, this kind of a situation, without a vision, if we continue to do the business during COVID-19, it will generate confusion, which I am seeing in many Indian business persons. That confusion is because suddenly we lost the vision. Why should we lose the vision? That's the point. Another set of business persons that what I have come across is the skills they have lost. They have the vision, they have the incentives, they have the resources, they have the methodology, but they lost the skills. Oh, in this pandemic situation, I'm not able to sell anything. I'm not able to market anything. I'm not able to reach anything like that. That kind of a situation makes the businessman anxious whether they will be able to meet their outstanding, whether they will be able to meet their minimum basic profit levels, whether they will be able to run the business continuously during and after the pandemic situation. Many a businessmen are very anxious because they tend to think that they have lost the skills of running the business. This is one other set of business person. Yet another set of business person is they have the vision, they have the skills, they have the resources also, they know the technology methodology, but they are still anxious to get the support like an incentive from the government and all that. That kind of businessmen are ready because they are adaptable for a moderate change. That businessman is a little optimistic person because whether to get the incentive or not definitely impacts that business person also. But at the same time, if incentive comes, fine. If it is not coming, I cannot stop my business. I have to continue to go through it. Classic example that I can quote here is the knitwear industry, where suddenly when the COVID-19 struck the industry, every unit got stopped. The manufacturing went into a standstill because of so many reasons. Then suddenly they found out some kind of incentive flowing from the government, especially the deferment of EMI and all. Then they restarted from where they left and are doing good now. This is a classic case of moderate change in the style of doing the business with the half the workforce complying with the current government regulations or the current protocols of pandemic situation. Now this is also happening. Let us see another set of business person. They have the vision, they have the skills, they have the incentives, they have the methodology also, but adequate resources are not there. I have seen some businessmen trying to consult with me in a consultation way that, sir, my business, I have a lot of outstanding. I am not able to recover the amount. But at the same time, whatever the outstanding that I have, when I have taken some loans or borrowed some money or resources from others, those people are pressurizing me to repay. So I am caught between the devil and the deep sea. So how to come out of this? Well, here comes the term called, if you are a real businessman affected by this real situation, the term is financial leverage. I repeat, financial leverage. That is the technique that what we need to apply. We may have the vision, we may have the skills, we may have the incentives, we may have the methodology, but if we do not have the resources, financial leverage is the answer. Now, how to do it? Well, it's a 1 day long session with some worksheets and all that. We can definitely do that. But try to understand this is a way out there. Another set of business person is they have the vision, they have the skills, they have the incentives, they even have the resources, but the technique is not there. How to prove this situation? Uh, India manufactured the PPE kit, which is predominantly used by the medical personnel, especially in the pandemic situation where a kind of a attack of a virus or bacteria is. Now that PPE kit, India was an importer. And during the start of the COVID-19 situation in India, and suddenly there was a big demand on PPE kit, India was blinking that how to cope up with that huge sudden demand in getting those kits. Now, we had the vision, we had the skills, government was right in stepping in along with the private industry, we had the incentives, and we had our own capital resources. The only thing was the methodology was absent. Instantly, methodology came across, and we saw a situation where now we have become or converted ourselves. Will you believe, in just a couple of months, 2 months, becoming a PPE exporter, PPE kit exporter. Now that is an amazing correction in business. What happened? Now, without that methodology, we were blinking as a business person, but after acquiring that, we came across and was successful. This is with regard to PPE kit. Now I am seeing a question, hotel industry, or for that matter, tourism industry or travel industry. Well, if we don't have the capacity to develop a kind of a methodology in addressing the pandemic situation, then whatever we do will remain as a false start. We will result ourselves into a false start. And many a startup companies, even during COVID-19 situation, has encountered with this a false start, especially the hospitality industry. So what exactly is required? We have the vision, we have the skill, we have the incentive, we have the resources, but we don't have the right methodology. So we need to develop that methodology, how to go about it. If we are able to address that, definitely we can be a successful business person. It is also possible. Now, one example that I can quote that how hospitality industry is recovering very fast is USA. Once the lockdown was eased across, suddenly USA got a big boom in the hospitality industry, and slowly they are recovering as such. And another classic example I can put it across is suddenly London got very good sunshine this year, that the summer was very big, and the beaches, the hotel industry, the entire thing was full, jam packed. So even during pandemic situation, these things are happening. So it's up to us to how to leverage, strictly following the protocols of the pandemic situation. But there are ways out. We have to develop it, develop the methodologies. So this is a another big course correction for a business. How with the 5 parameters, even if one is absent, what to do, or even if one or more things are absent, how to do it like that. This is another one. Generally what happens is we get into a panic situation, especially in pandemic situation, because we analyze the symptoms but not the cause. Suddenly if a fever is there, we think that the fever came because of this, because of that, and why did I get the fever, so on and so forth. But we fail to analyze the real root cause of that fever. Was it because of the abnormal intake of something? Was it because of the abnormal exposure of ourselves to something like that? Instead of analyzing the symptoms, we need to analyze the cause. The same logic we are trying to apply in our business circle also, in our business affair also, that rather than handling the symptoms of the business failures or business setbacks or business challenges, we need to analyze the cause for that. And one definite cause in general term is it is pandemic situation, but that will not help. We have to be specific there. So how to become specific, more especially how to have a business correction during pandemic situation or during COVID-19 situation. We will see across. The first course correction is we need to create a feedback system, not for us, but for the entire team of a business person. Now, what is called as team for a business person is the businessmen themselves, the customers or the client, the employees of that particular establishment. These three entities, the businessmen themselves, the customer or the client, and the employees form the team for a business person. Now, when we set a feedback system or when we develop a feedback system, that feedback system is not only for the owner or that particular businessman, it is for the entire team of that particular business. This is point number one. Point number two, we have to beat the brainwashing. In technical term, we say, I repeat, beat the brainwashing. Now, what exactly that is? Since it is a pandemic situation, our employees may have some uh, input and output, like that attrition rate will be there. Some new employees would have come, the older employees would have gone, or the older employees would come back and the new employees would have to go out, something like that. So any newcomer, even if it is a old employee coming back again, is a newcomer as such, because in pandemic situation they are treated as newcomers. And any newcomer, especially from the angle or from the point of view of the employees or the workforce on which the particular business depends, we have to, on a daily basis, which is not normal during the time of doing the business before COVID-19, but the new normal is daily basis, every employee has to be accounted for by their individual feedback. It is a requirement. The reason we don't have a set target for the business, whatever we do as a business is going to become the target. So every day, individual feedback has to be there, and that is called as the beat the brainwashing. Every day it has to be done. Now, what are the timings? How much time? What are the small parameters we have to develop? It differs in various business. So according to the style of business or the nature of business that what we are doing, it differs. The third thing is we have to kill some stale practices. We don't have to really bother about much with regard to, say, uh, employer-employee relation, customer-employee relation, or customer-employer relation. Now, those things are normal before the COVID-19 situation. But during COVID-19 situation, those things do matter a little, but it takes a backseat. It comes lower in the priority list. It doesn't come higher up in the priority list. So kill that some kind of a practice, in the sense we have to reserve our precious time, because time is a big resource here. We have to reserve that precious time only to focus what is the next business we can generate, what is the next turnover that I can have, what is the next transaction that I can possess, like that. So these are the three broad parameters of course corrections or business corrections which is required. Still, it is not enough. We need to upgrade in some areas. Now, where we can upgrade in some areas, especially this is, I am targeting the Indian business people, because I am addressing right now Indian business people. Well, Indian businessmen, when I put a yardstick of the international protocol, there is a definite nation protocol as well as international protocol. I am putting an international protocol because this is a new normal situation again, because we can do business not just in India, but anywhere in the world. Say, for example, this morning, 2:30 a.m., it was amazing. Before COVID-19 situation, I cannot even imagine, or it is impractical to do a program in Latin American country and then coming back in the morning around, say, 9:30, doing a program at Chennai, and then around 12 o'clock doing a program in Hyderabad, which is unthinkable even in a normal situation. But here in the new normal is, yeah, I did a program in a Latin American country, Brazil, then Chennai, then Hyderabad, and it is possible. So we need to upgrade ourselves from an international protocol standard. So how to do it? I am listing out some 5 points here. The first point is we have to adhere to the rules strictly. In Hindi, we commonly say chalta hai attitude. That chalta hai no more will work, especially during the pandemic situation, whatever the business we are doing. We have to struggle, we have to employ little more, and we have to ensure that the regulations are strictly complied with. If not we, who? That question should always remain in that business person. This is the first one. The second upgradation that what we can have is we need to develop a global vision, not just the local vision. Local vision in the sense that, okay, I am comfortable with this, I am comfortable with that. I can do only up to this level. I can do only up to that level. No, not like that. It has to be global. You, when I say global, I am not suggesting that you have to sell your goods or you have to market your goods to some other countries and all that. No, no, I am not saying that. When I say global vision, say for example, quality. The quality should be of international quality, and that is a global vision like that. So whatever the business we are doing in our own area should possess that global vision. This is point number two, that upgradation. The third upgradation is we need to dissolve our ego, but at the same time maintain our self-respect. I have seen many a business person when I am interacting, especially in this COVID-19 situation, they are not ready to shed their ego. They say, I know very well my business. I am doing the fourth generation. I am the fourth generation businessman in my family. I know the business inside out. I know A to Z what exactly runs in this business, so on and so forth. Hello, that's a big ego that we have developed. During pandemic situation, whatever I know will not work. Whatever I do will work. I know is a non-entity, I do is the entity during pandemic situation. It may have worked before the COVID-19 situation, which is normal, but this is new normal. I know will not work, I do only will work. So shed your ego, but maintain your self-respect. It's the third upgradation that what Indian businessmen had to do. The fourth upgradation is ignore the peer looks, we say. Don't compare yourselves with other business person. That means don't compare yourself with a competitor. Oh, my competitor is doing like this. My competitor has achieved like this. My competitor is struggling like this. Never bother about the competition there. Just bother about whether your business is sticking, whether your business is kicking. That's it. You are your own competitor in the pandemic situation. There is no other competitor for you during pandemic situation. The only competitor available is yourself. If that spirit we have to develop, and how to develop, we need to upgrade ourselves there. And how to develop, it's a separate program. Of course, it takes a longer time to understand and work out the parameters. The fifth is selling matters. Whatever we do matter in the pandemic situation, especially in a business. But the selling matters with a strict vigil or the strict condition of, please understand these wordings. The banker will also agree to it. Cash flow. Many. I am suggesting so many. Many business person with all the five parameters of vision, skills, incentives, resources, and methodology still suffer because they loosen their grip on this particular term called cash flow. If we are struggling to find the exact cash flow in our business, then we are struggling in our business without doubt, even by default. So we have to maintain a strict vigil on this particular aspect of cash flow. This is the fifth upgradation that we need to do. Never take chances there. That is the point. Okay, there are three strategies to overcome this pandemic situation and then get a gear start for the post COVID-19 situation. We can be proactive here also. And what are these three strategies? I have to only be brief because with the limited time. But how exactly we can define the strategy what are the different ways of handling those strategies, it's a totally a separate program. But I will list out in a gist that what are the three strategies a business person in India can employ themselves. The first strategy is first mover. We call it as first mover. FIRSTMOVER. First mover. Now there is a proverb, no? Survival of the fittest. Now that proverb is outdated. What is the updated version of that proverb? Especially during the pandemic situation. It is not survival of the fittest. It is survival of the quickest. Now, any person, any business person who is quick enough to adapt will survive. That is the new normal situation. We need to be a first mover. Anybody who have handled in producing those PPE kits or the mask or the say that liquid sanitizers, those people who have done first or quick have reaped huge profits without any doubt. And now the competition is very tight. So the first mover is the strategy. The second strategy, in not every business area this will work. So we need to develop some kind of a alternate strategy for another say condition of a business. The second strategy is rapid follower. We need to follow some instant success in business persons or in business circles, and whether are we able to handle that. And once we convince ourselves, yeah, we are able to handle that, instantly with the speed we have to follow that. There are many business person, especially I am repeating again the PPE kit because it is a huge turnaround in the COVID-19 situation. The persons who started say around 15-20 days later, suddenly they manufactured the kits and didn't bother about India, started exporting. The first export went to Indonesia because nobody was supplying to Indonesia, and they reaped a huge profit over there. And now it is history. So rapid follower. Even if you have not prepared the kit and sold in our own country or in say Western countries especially, but suddenly we looked east and saw the country, started selling, and we had the business. So rapid follower is second strategy. The third strategy, which I believe some of the business persons who are participating here, especially the hospitality industry. When I say hospitality industry, the hotel, tourism, and all that. The third strategy applies to them, late mover. Don't lock your capital. Don't get yourself into some kind of a unending circle. Don't get into a dead end because we need to move a little late. Let this COVID-19 situation take a shape and then design our way out. Now, that is the third strategy that we need to develop. That's a business correction we have to apply because it is new normal. So the three strategies, fast mover or the first mover, rapid follower, and the late mover. These are the different strategies a business person can employ according to their needs and requirements. Why this is required? Because any business person also has to become a surgeon. Now, that will be very strange to listen. How a businessman can become a surgeon? Yeah, asset cost surgery is the new philosophy in business, especially in COVID-19 situation. Whatever the assets we currently possess are going to acquire, whatever the cost we currently have are going to incur, that asset cost ratio has to be surgically segregated and get a clear picture where our business is leading. It is a requirement in the COVID-19 or the pandemic situation, a new normal situation. The second is we need to develop flexible systems. Now, when we say flexible systems, it is not only the output target, it is not only the input target, it is not only the timing, it's not only the quality, It's not only the reach, every aspect of it. Any systemization need to be little flexible. We can't be rigid in a pandemic situation. We have to adapt to the changes very quickly. Only then we can survive as a business person, or we can survive our own business. So the second strategy, or the second way, or the second approach can be, we have to be having flexible systems. And the third is, it's a new normal situation, a new normal philosophy in business I am putting is, it is called as, and it has come very recently, profit pool concept. PROFIT profit hyphen pool concept. Now, what exactly this profit pool concept is? If you have visited United States or some Western countries, in the roads, especially during the peak hour traffic, I am speaking about the before COVID-19 situation, we have a system, they have a system called pooling system, where more than one person travels in a single car or a single vehicle. Now that is applied, uh, they have a particular pool lanes also. So that logic is applied to tide over the peak hour traffic. Same logic we are transferring ourselves into our business, especially in this pandemic situation. Profit pool concept, amalgamation, conglomeration, association, partnership, whatever the way as your business gets suited for, we have to pool our profit in such a way that every raw material supplier, every in between agent, or every end user all get together and share the profit. That is called as a profit pool concept. It requires a lot of understanding to understand this, but it is possible. It's a new normal and a new thing, or a new technique in business, especially during pandemic situation. And the last is, whatever the products we deliver, whatever the services we deliver, it has to be the best cost provider. We cannot have a huge cost just by encashing the current situation. We have to be so competitive enough, even during this situation, that our cost factor runs reasonably fine according to the business requirements, because the pandemic situation is not a permanent one, it's a temporary phase. And immediately once this phase is ending, we are going to be exposed to the post pandemic situation, that is post COVID-19 situation. There we should be having the trust and the goodwill of the trader, manufacturer, or the customer, whoever it is, intact. And if you have lost that goodwill, or if you have lost the trust just at the start of the post COVID-19 situation, again, we have to struggle hard to come back to our original position. So, three aspects: asset cost surgery, flexible systems, four aspects: flexible systems, profit pool concept, and the best cost providing. These are the little upgrades with the strategy that we need to develop a course correction for our business. In short, to summarize the entire aspect of it, we have to analyze the symptoms, not the cause. We have to see to ourselves that our business is understood in a different way than what we have understood before the COVID-19 situation or before the pandemic situation. We have to equip ourselves with little different strategies, with flexible systems, so that we continue to be successful during the pandemic situation, and then with the trust and the goodwill factor intact inside us, we are getting ready for the post pandemic situation. If that happens, we will be a definite successful good business person. So I take this opportunity to thank the organizers for having this talk. And I also take this opportunity to wish all the listeners of this talk a very successful business in your business line. Thank you.